This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. 52 degrees here in Ellijay, Georgia, 8:46 in the morning. Josh, tell them how they can get in touch with the show at any time. There's our phone number, email address, and all the social media ways you can follow the show. And that number is a 24/7 phone number. You can get in touch with me, text me at any time. Also, want to keep in mind we do these in segments. So if you're not able to watch in the morning, we send these up on our YouTube channel, which you just saw there on the screen. And if you'll go to our YouTube channel and hit subscribe, anytime we're live or we put segments up, you'll get a notification. And we cut these little areas up, and Josh sends them up immediately so you can share them with your friends. Now, let me ask you this. What do you think out there as far as how will Democrats handle this, Attorney General William Barr, with all the investigations? Now, they will say that Trump is trying to investigate his political opponents, right? We don't investigate our political opponents. Are you a political opponent or are you a corrupt crook, okay? So what are we investigating? Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, Ukraine, Joe Biden, there's a list that Joe Biden should be investigated. So if you're not going to investigate sleepy, creepy Joe right now, maybe you investigate Hunter Biden. But there's an investigation there that should happen. Now, according to the Washington Examiner, Tuesday, that's today, Tuesday, this article came out yesterday, and it says that Senator Marco Rubio from Florida, calls on Barr to investigate John Kerry. Look at how busy this guy is, all right? Senator Marco Rubio, Republican of Florida, sent a letter, okay, to Attorney General William Barr Monday, calling for him to investigate former Secretary of State John Kerry for potential violations of the Logan Act or Foreign Agents Registration Act. Now, the Foreign Agent Registration Act, Paul Manafort's all tied up into that, right? President Trump has previously called on Kerry to be investigated after it was revealed that Kerry had been in secret talks with Iranian government in a bid to salvage the Iranian nuclear deal after Trump backed out of it. You remember that? As you know, former Secretary Kerry's actions since leaving office have come under scrutiny as they related to the Iran nuclear deal, known formally as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, Rubio said in his letter to Barr. All right? The American people deserve to know that U.S. laws are enforced regardless of any individual's past. Now, Kerry went to the Iranians and he talked behind her back. I mean, treason at the highest level. I mean, is that a such thing? Is treason just treason, or is it at the highest level? But I'm just saying, I mean, this guy, now we're talking about Iran, and we're talking about Kerry going over there behind our back and to salvage the Iranian nuclear deal, saying, hey, wait, just wait. We will get rid of Trump. We will, maybe he said we'll impeach Trump. We'll get rid of Trump. We'll remove him from office. We'll vote him out. But, please just wait. We'll get back in. As soon as I'm Secretary of State again after Joe Biden takes office. Really, how corrupt can you get with these people? Now, let's not forget that. That's a referral from a senator to the Attorney General. Let's not forget that he has appointed this morning, okay? Now, what will he be looking into? So, Josh, give me number 12 one more time there. Let's go with number 12. Barr assigns U.S. Attorney in Connecticut to review origins of Russian inquiry. Now, let's not forget, what will he be doing, right? Remember, is it 8 Devin Nunes? You remember Devin Nunes sent Attorney General William Barr 8 criminal referrals? Do you remember that? What an investigation that's taking place. Now, if you're waiting for CNN to tell you, and if you're waiting for CNN to tell you, you're waiting for MSNBC, ABC, the rest of them, it's not going to happen. They're going to touch around it. But they're more interested in what they call the stonewalling of the president. They're more interested in the president's tax returns. They're more interested in Robert Mueller testifying. They're more interested in Don McGahn testifying. Why? Because if you get the tax returns, if you can get Don McGahn in front of cameras, that's the former White House counsel, and if you get the special counsel Robert Mueller, which is under the watch of the DOJ until the end of the month. So actually, with everybody out there yelling, why is Mueller not on the Hill testifying? The truth, the reason he's not on the Hill testifying is why? He still works for the DOJ, the Department of Justice. And until the end of the month, Robert Mueller cannot. It's like your employer. If you work for somebody, your employer will tell them, no, you can't go testify. So why the media wants Mueller? Why the media wants Don McGahn? Why the media wants the unredacted version of the Mueller report with what they call the underlying evidence? And why, let's see, last but not least, what is it? Let's see, McGahn, Mueller, unredacted report with underlying evidence, all the tax returns, the president's tax returns. Why? So every single day, look at the top of that graph right there. The New York Times. So between tax returns, McGahn, Mueller, and the unredacted with underlying evidence report, every single day they could run with a bombshell. They could run with a constitutional crisis. They could run with what they say their reasoning is: we must impeach the president. You see, right now, the media is running with the narrative that Donald Trump is self-impeaching. Absolutely. Listen to it. Why, he's impeaching himself. Why, he's leaving us no choice. That's what they want in the headlines between now and Election Day. They want a headline every morning: bombshell out of the report, the underlying evidence. Bombshell out of the tax returns. They want every reason to impeach. If they could get that, they could run the deep state media for a year and a half and try to keep off the front page of any paper or any news cycle what's really going on with the Attorney General William Barr and these three. Go to number 10. These three individuals right here, right? Inspector General Horowitz, John W. Huber, and John H. Durham. And the 8 referrals from criminal referrals from Devin Nunes. And John Kerry in Iran. They want that off the front page. You did not, okay? You know what? If you tuned in this morning, you know what the hell you were able to see? You know? You saw that the New York Times is breaking that Trump is preparing 120,000 troops to go to Iran, right? Did you anywhere see any news where Senator Marco Rubio sent a letter to Attorney General William Barr asking for John Kerry to be investigated? Absolutely not. So let's take a break and let's come back and let's talk a little bit about Iran and this letter here and China as soon as we return. Take us a break, Josh.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means maximum discounts no other dealer can touch, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save over $5,500 off new Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a selection like this, or bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's Truck Month every hour, every day, every month, and where Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, I'm back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show, 9:04 in the morning. Here's the way to contact the show right there. And so let's talk about China for a minute. Now, the media, you know, I always talk about how they frame things, and it's absolutely, it angers me, but I can't, we can't just get all upset the way they frame certain things. They call it Donald Trump's war. Okay, his trade war. Donald Trump. Folks, it's not Donald Trump's trade war. It is ours. The American people, the American farmer, we are all in this together. Okay? Number 14. The cost of Trump's tariffs has fallen entirely on the U.S. businesses and households, says Goldman Sachs. Now, why is that headline and why is MSNBC running that, right? It's to separate. They love to separate. We are never in anything together as a nation, you know? And let me say this, when you're going to call a war, you call a war. When we went to World War II as a nation, we went as a nation. We went together. We were all together. We did not have media trying to separate us. But you see, this right here, and if you watch all the headlines today, I don't care where you get your headlines, nobody will say we're in this together. Nobody will say if you're in grade school, if you're a college student, if your parents out there to work, no matter who you are, if you're a farmer in the Midwest, we're with you. Nobody will say in the media, this is a unifying moment, is what it should be, and we're in it together. And that we understand what China has done to this country just in the past 25 years. We'll just go since Nixon opened China, right? But no, how is the sentence? The cost of Trump's tariffs, he's all on his own out there, has fallen entirely on U.S. businesses and households. Goldman Sachs, further escalation of the trade war could result in a 0.4 hit to GDP if trade tensions instigate a sell-off in the equity market. The growth impact could worsen, said Goldman Sachs. Now here's the other one they're selling, okay? Number 15, okay? Morgan Stanley, this is MSNBC, all right? Morgan Stanley, more tariffs will lead to U.S. recession, okay? And we understand that. We understand that, okay? Number 16, I just want to show you this. Market meltdown continues amid Trump's trade war with China. Trump's government shutdown. Trump this. Trump that. It's not Trump's trade war. It should be a unifying message from this country to China. You're not stealing our intellectual properties anymore. We know we're the ones. We need to be angry, folks. We're the ones that bailed out General Motors. We're the taxpayers that gave GM the money. And GM went to China and is cranking out 150,000 cars a year in China after we bailed. We're angry, folks. We're America and we're not going to take it anymore. We're not the world's piggy bank. You're not just going to step on our back and sell your products on our shelves at ridiculously low prices because you just dump raw materials in this country and nobody's kept an eye on it or paid attention to it until Donald J. Trump. Trade war with China intensifies there, okay? And let me see if I got anything else on the trade war before we go any further. Okay, so let's stay there for a minute, Josh. And let me say this, okay? Who remembers, okay? Who remembers this little thing? What was it? TPP, okay? Who remembers the Trans-Pacific Partnership, right? Who remembers that Obama administration had us fast-tracked onto the Trans-Pacific Partnership, right? Who remembers that China was going to get the green light and a free ride to the Trans-Pacific Partnership? China demanded to be in the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Remember that? Who was smart enough, no matter what they say, to pull us out of the TPP? Donald J. Trump was smart enough to pull us out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership, right? When he did, he gave China a chance to renegotiate with this country. And you know what? China's not taking that opportunity. What about Singapore, New Zealand, Chile, Australia, Peru, Vietnam, Malaysia, Mexico, Japan? Do you know how many countries, Vietnam, Cambodia, do you know how many countries are ready to take the deal? Do you know how many countries are ready to strike an enormous trade deal directly with our country? Do you know how many countries are ready to say, hey, move your plant from China here? Now, Donald J. Trump has gone into the office, in my opinion, and he's got the best of the best, okay, surrounding him. And when he got the best of the best that surrounded him, he asked them everything. He said, show me every possible thing that could happen here. All right? Now, the media would like you to believe that Trump messed up. He overshot his skis, what I hear. He doesn't know how to come back from this. The media said the only reason he said he's going to meet with President Xi of China at the G20 here in June was to calm down the markets. I'm telling you right now, Lighthouser, is that his name, Lighthouser? Mnuchin, Larry Kudlow, the list goes on. They have done all the math, they have looked at all the options, and they know that the only way to put the brakes on China is just to stand firm and say, until you come to the table. Because you're getting ready to see the stock market kick back up. It might not be today, it might be in 3 weeks. But as soon as a deal is done in Vietnam, as soon as the deal is done in Cambodia, as soon as some new deals are done, and the outlook is so positive, and as soon as some of the economic indicators in this country that say, hey, we're not hurt by China, stock market's going to go back up. You got to stay in this with the president. You can't get weak-kneed now. Remember, I'm going to say it's been almost 2 years ago when he started talking about China. And we were at Sycamore Crossing one Friday morning, and I asked Bruce from the All-Star panel, And we talked about would the American people have the courage to stick with Donald Trump, okay, when he started doing these new trade deals with China and tariffs. And we talked about would the American people be able to stick with him. Folks, go to the store. If it says made in China, put it back on the shelf. I put that out yesterday on social media. I just wanted to see a handful of people, okay, what they would say. Somebody said, everything's made in China, all right? Hey, I think that's a pretty good answer if you're saying everything's made in China. Maybe businesses may come home. Maybe some manufacturers may come back here. Why? Because if you make, wait a minute, all right? We're not going to get so deep in China because, you know, I don't understand all the foreign markets, okay? I just, some things I just don't get, all right? But think of it like this. Our factories went over to China to produce goods to send them back here for free. Absolutely. Now, countries all around the world, we got to wake up, America. Countries all around the world have been soaking us on our products. We have talked about what it costs to get a General Motors car into Germany, in the EU. We have talked about what it costs to get our products into Japan. We have talked about what it costs to get our products in China. Our manufacturers never stood a chance. So between our tax structure here, you can get mad at the president all you want, but between our corporate tax structure in this country and what it costs to manufacture with regulations and what it costs to try to get it into a foreign country, it was cheaper for them to go somewhere else and build their factory and send it back here for free. They evaded corporate tax, they evaded regulation, and they did not have to worry about what it costs to get into this country with the product. Maybe now our corporate tax rate is advantageous for them to take interest in being here. Maybe our regulations have been cut to the point to where it is to their, hey, maybe they can turn a profit and manufacture in this country. And maybe it's cheaper to send somewhere else than to send it in. I don't know. I'm just thinking. But we've got to stand behind the President of the United States. And if you go somewhere and everything is made in China, then what you need to do is not complain, okay? And what you need to do is not say, well, every piece of this product here or everything in this area is made in China. What you need to do is have a wake-up call and say, hey, we need to do something about this. So we need to stand behind the President of the United States. Don't forget the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, what it was going to do. Don't think for 1 minute that this guy wasn't brilliant enough to work that whole Asian market to the point that they're going to make a deal. They're going to know better than to steal our intellectual property. They're going to know better to screw us any longer. We're not the world's piggy bank. And my God, if the media could just look at China, the espionage, the theft, the hacking, the dirty tricks that China pulls on this country, and, you know, put that over the top of Russia and stop with the 24/7 Russia, we've got a lot more to look at. So President Trump, we understand soybeans are tanking. We understand that right now this is a little bit of a struggle. I'm behind you 100%. The country's behind you. We are in this war together. This is our time to get things straight where China's concerned. Don't back down. I'm your host, BKP. We'll take a brief break. We'll be back right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means maximum discounts no other dealer can touch, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save over $5,500 off new Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a selection like this, or bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's Truck Month every hour, every day, every month, and where Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Beautiful Tuesday. Is that 56 degrees? I don't have my glasses on, can't see. 55 degrees, 9:26 in the morning. Show people how they can get in touch with the show, get in touch with me at any time. There's all the ways you can follow us. Now, we've been talking a little bit, the BostonHerald.com. This is a column of Howie Carr, rampant corruption, the norm in the FBI. Okay, so this was written July 15th of 2018, and it was updated November 17th of 2018. This is an older article, but it's out of the FBI, out of the Boston Herald. Before there was Peter Strzok, there was Zippy Conley. People tend to forget, or maybe never knew, just how corrupt the famous but incompetent Federal Bureau of Investigation has always been. The current scandal is just business as usual for the agency that has metastasized into America's secret police. Hey, Josh, how about the fact that I just got metastasized into America's secret police, okay? Strzok, weaselly, testimony last week showed how far off the rails the crooked Fed has gone, and it's just so happened that this summer is the 40th anniversary of another horrific crime, one in which the same crew of dirty cops played a supporting but revealing role. This is the story about another decorated G-man, John Zippy Connolly. You have his picture there, the guy in the jumpsuit? That's what he's talking about. Just show him real quick. Currently serving 40 years for gangland hit in Florida. So the FBI and cleaning up the FBI, is this it? Is this when we will clean up the FBI in this country? Are we allowed to talk about the corruption in these big, massive agencies? Hopefully we can. So I just want to go with that. Now, we've been talking about the Trans-Pacific Partnership and China. Let me get to I don't think I sent you anything on this. Maybe I didn't. But Iran, okay? Now, I didn't send you any pictures on this morning. But the New York Times is reporting that the president is preparing 100,000 plus troops for Iran. Okay? Now let's say this. We just read the complaint. We just read the complaint that Senator Marco Rubio sent to Attorney General William Barr concerning Iran. Do you remember the day, Josh, do me a favor, okay? I didn't get this picture, but here's what I want you to look up for me. I want you to look up, I forget what they're called, but Iranians hold American soldiers at gunpoint on a boat. If you put that in, Iranian soldiers hold American soldiers at gunpoint on a boat. Read me what it says, but put me a picture up ASAP. First thing you find, because trust me, you're going to run into it. All right. Now, do you remember what did we drop? $1 billion in Iran? I mean, we're just going to use this. You can fact check me later. You remember Obama dropped a pallet? Remember illegally? You remember we were not able to send Iran cash because of sanctions. We could not go through our banks and our currency, so we had to go through another bank. So we shifted Iran's money. Remember the money we froze? Let's go back a little bit. You remember the Iranian hostage crisis? We froze their accounts. Going back to Jimmy Carter, which we hope Jimmy recovers from his recent hip surgery. But you remember in the Iran crisis, hostage crisis there, that we froze their accounts? Yeah, go ahead and put the picture up. Right? See that? That's our boat, right? What does it say in the caption, Josh? Can you give me that? I mean, I don't know where you got that. What did the caption say when you pulled that up? Or head? Okay, there you go. Obama, remember that? Just leave that up for a minute. Leave that up. Iran takes hostages back when, right? 1980? Was it 80? We freeze their money. Do you realize we paid interest on that money? Then they said, do you want your hostages back? Not the 1980. Remember, what did we have? 5 over there? They were going to release. You want them back? Give us unfreeze all of our money. Drop a pallet. Remember that pallet of money? Drop that pallet. You remember the 5 hostages during Obama's administration that were on the plane, and the one hostage reported that they could not be cleared for takeoff until we made our delivery of the money, until we paid the ransom? What was it, $1 billion, 1.5 billion? I don't know. You remember we had to illegally transfer it through another bank because we could not. We had to launder the money to get it to Iran, and we gave them cash. Remember that? You remember when they boarded our boat right there and pointed guns at our men right there on that ship, whatever that Gulf is right there? Remember that? They boarded they held us at gunpoint and embarrassed us. You know what? We moved an aircraft carrier into the region. We've moved some ships into the region. We have several Saudi Arabian oil tankers that have been vandalized. When I say attacked, I won't say vandalized. They've been attacked, right? Remember? Iran has run their mouth. John Kerry should be put in prison for going behind our back and trying to negotiate with Iran and apologizing on behalf of this country for pulling out of that terrible deal. Absolutely terrible. But you know what President Trump said yesterday? When Iran has made threats against us, it'll be a bad day. It will be a very bad day for them if they even try it. Pompeo is headed to tell Putin what a bad day they're going to have. Now, I'll tell you what, Pompeo has gone to our allies in Europe, okay? And he sat down with our allies in Europe and he shared some intelligence. And Pompeo's going to Russia. And let me tell you what, and this is being blamed, Iran, on Michael Bolton, or not Michael Bolton, isn't it Mike Bolton, but our President Trump's national security advisor, Bolton. But I'll tell you what Pompeo's doing right now. He is delivering the intelligence and he's delivering the president's message where it comes to A, North Korea, and B, Iran. And my opinion is he's telling them they're about to have a very bad day. So, hey, the media wants to try to push us into a war. Trump doesn't want to go into a war. They're trying to push us into a war. But Iran, remember, President Trump said, you will have a very bad day. Now, let's switch gears here for a little bit. Let's go to number 19. De Blasio, Mayor de Blasio of New York mayor, tried to have a rally there in Trump Tower. You remember that escalator? Well, look, the protesters showed up, and they played music so loud in Trump Tower you couldn't hear de Blasio. Give me number 20. Here's de Blasio. He may make this is NYC Green New Deal. The Green New Deal for NYC. Now, who does that bring up? How are the Democrats going to handle Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? Alexandria, AOC, is not prepared to make concessions for the middle of the road. AOC is not about to be okay with half a Green New Deal. She is not about to be okay with a moderate Democrat candidate. They are freaking out on the left over Joe Biden. So it's going to be interesting because Joe wants to look at the green. He has credentials as an environmentalist, but he thinks we got to take a rational look. Now, here is from Fox News, Emerson National Poll that has come out, number 22, Josh, the national poll here. 2020 Democrat primary, right there, okay? 33% right there for Biden. 25 for Bernie Sanders. 10 for Kamala Harris. Senator Warren is 10. And Pete Buttigieg, okay, the future Secretary of Diversity, LGBTQ, issues, is down at 8. So the 76-year-old Joe Biden is leading. I wonder when Bernie will crack. After the first debate, I wonder when Bernie supporters will start saying, hey, we got screwed once. You know that screw me one time? All right, but screw me twice, shame on me. I mean, screw me. Hey, wait a minute. Give me number 24. 2020 poll, Biden back in lead for Dem nomination. The fix is in. Totally in. Biden is the DNC frontrunner because the DNC is so corrupt and they've absolutely made no changes whatsoever where the DNC primary is concerned. Who cares the governor of Montana is now in the race? Who cares Hickenlooper's in the race? It's rigged, folks, rigged. Number 18, 2020 candidate who have released recent tax returns. Gillibrand, Inslee, Klobuchar, Warren, Harris, Buttigieg, Ryan, Booker, O'Rourke, and Sanders. I wonder if any of them have a multi-billion-dollar business operation currently. I wonder how hard it was to fill out their tax returns. I wonder if there's anything to scrutinize where they're concerned, where they took, maybe losses in a business or something like that. I don't know. We'll take a brief break one more time today. I'm going to come back. I want you to hear a little bit of Rand Paul. We'll play some cuts of that because I want you to hear about Joe Biden's son, and then we're going to be closing up for the day. Take us to break, Josh.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Better days ahead.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and that means maximum discounts no other dealer can touch, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or save over $5,500 off new Chevy Colorado. Nobody's got a selection like this, or bigger discounts than Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's Truck Month every hour, every day, every month, and where Chevy trucks cost less.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Sunday, Rand Paul. Now, we've been talking about, when will the media really start exposing Hunter Biden and what took place there? Senator Rand Paul was on the George Stephanopoulos. And let's play a little bit of that interview, and we'll come back in a minute. But let's play a little bit of that interview with Rand Paul Sunday on This Week with George Stephanopoulos.
Response now from Senator Rand Paul of the Foreign Relations Committee. Senator Paul, thanks for joining us this morning. Let me pick up where Chairman Schiff good morning. Where Chairman Schiff just left off right there, that perhaps Congress should consider making it illegal to engage foreign governments, foreign assistance in campaigns. You agree?
Well, I think the American people will be shocked and dismayed to know that Joe Biden's son was making $50,000 a month just a couple of months after he was dishonorably discharged from the military for drugs. $50,000 a month. I think most Americans will be dismayed that the president's son was doing this while Joe Biden was actually lobbying to have this company, go free of prosecution. My understanding, this is reported in the New York Times, Joe Biden was asking the prosecutor to lay off of the company that Hunter Biden was working for $50,000 a month. The guy just got kicked out of the military. That's extraordinary.
That's not what was reported. In fact, he was on an anti-corruption drive.
That's exactly what was reported, yes, that he got $50,000 a month right after he was kicked out of the military. That's exactly true, and nobody disputes that.
That's very separate from what you just said about what the vice president was saying right there. How about this idea that the president could ask, it's appropriate for him to ask the attorney general to investigate the former vice president?
I think since the very beginning, this all has been politically motivated. Now both sides are doing it. I think it goes back even to the Clintons. This is why we shouldn't have special prosecutors. But one of the things that Adam Schiff and the other partisans don't understand is that if you're accused of a crime by a grand jury and they don't indict you, the prosecutor doesn't go all over town saying, we thought he did this, we thought he did this, this is all the evidence. That's why a grand jury is secret. See, the Mueller investigation said that the president did not commit any underlying crime. And so now they're all saying he obstructed justice about something that was not considered to be a crime. So this is really, I think, degenerated into partisan politics. And the best thing we could do at this point is say, let's get on with the country's business. Are there some underlying constitutional issues? Yes, the primary underlying constitutional issue here is whether or not the FISA court, which is supposed to spy on foreigners, which has a lower constitutional standard, can you use the FISA court to spy on a presidential campaign? Can you use the FISA court to seek information about Americans? That truly is a travesty and truly is unconstitutional, and that's the root of the problem we should be addressing.
Well, as you know, there's no requirement that there being an underlying crime for obstruction of justice to exist. And you've got something like 800 former federal prosecutors who say they believe that the president would be prosecuted if indeed he weren't president right now. So you're not concerned about that at all?
I think most Americans would disagree with that. I think most Americans would disagree with that. Most Americans would hate the idea that you're called in to talk to the FBI, and when you're called in, they say, oh, what did you say on the phone to somebody 2 months ago? And if you describe that inaccurately, then the government's going to say, oh, we're going to put you in jail even though there was no crime committed. No, people are horrified by the idea that you could put someone in jail for obstructing justice on something where you didn't commit the crime. Think about it from the perspective of the president.
Isn't that exactly what happened to Martha Stewart?
Well, yeah, and it was wrong. What they did to Martha Stewart was an abomination. So when you're accused falsely of a crime and you
All right, accused falsely of a crime. Rand Paul was outstanding, and I'm so sorry I left it off yesterday, but Rand Paul was absolutely outstanding, Senator Paul, Sunday. As you notice, George Stephanopoulos went back to obstruction of justice. Now, what have I said from day one? You cannot obstruct justice if there's no crime that's been committed to obstruct. I mean, nothing happened. What are you obstructing? But Stephanopoulos keeps going back to obstruction. Did you notice how he totally ignored FISA court spy on a campaign? Did you notice how he just totally ignored that? All right? And then he totally ignored, we thought he did this. It's like he said, there's no grand jury in the United States of America that assembles, here's a case, and the grand jury finds there's no indictment, that they leave the grand jury and say, we thought he did this. No, that's what a grand jury's for. So I'm telling you right now, that was really great on Rand Paul. I wanted to get that. And I did do this yesterday. Hunter Biden, okay, was dishonorably discharged, you got it? For cocaine, I'm pretty sure it's cocaine. He got out of the military. The very next month, I think Rand Paul said he was making $50,000 a month on the board of some corporation in Ukraine, all right? The board, some Ukrainian minister of whatever was investigating the board, the company Biden's son Hunter was working for, and Biden put the screws to the guy and said, you better lay off my son's company, and you better quit looking in there for investigation. I mean, yes, Attorney General William Barr should look at Biden, but they're going to say the President of the United States is trying to investigate his opponents. No, it's just a fact. Like Paul said, it's a fact. Kid came out of the military dishonorably discharged for cocaine, drugs. And the very next month, he's making $50,000 a month. I mean, these kids are lucky as hell, right? And last but not least, before we close, all right, the Democrats, and I do have this somewhere, and I'm going to get it here, okay? The Democrats have taken an oath, and this is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. Now, first of all, they're still under the belief that that the Russians hacked a DNC server, okay? And WikiLeaks released the emails. You never turn the TV on and have them tell you that the information, at least the information that was released, was true. It's never talked about. It's true. Nobody ever brings that up. But the Democrats have agreed, okay? And I wonder if they agree with their own party. But anyhow, they've agreed not to use any hacked material from a foreign government. Yeah, we agree. Yes. And then number 7, Trump campaign won't commit to saying, Trump campaign won't commit to staying away from hacked material. Oh, they won't. They won't commit to it. Yeah, that's what we need to worry about. We need to worry about whether the DNC is hacked and they release all the emails. That's what let me tell you something, okay? As far as the hacking, we got enough evidence to put them all in prison. I don't know that we really need your hacked information, okay? The only guy, which he's a socialist and I don't support him and don't agree with him, or none of the above, Bernie Sanders, when will he explode? What debate stage will he look over at Biden and finally, or is he just in it for the money? Is he just in it knowing he will get another book deal? Is Bernie just in it knowing that he's going to rake up all this campaign cash and he could spend it, he's going to get another book deal? Is Bernie, the socialist, in it just so he can hit $3, $4, $5 million in wealth? Is that it? Or is he really running for everything he believes in? Because if he does, he's going to go on the debate stage and look over at Biden and say, man, I thought we were through with this as the Democrat Party. I thought the superdelegates, I thought cheating candidates and not fixing the race for a Joe Biden, I thought we got past all that. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Josh, take us out of here.